Hi, I'm Grande. I teach 3rd grade at Hastings Mallory Elementary, and over this past summer I had some brief training in the Vicki Gibson teaching structure for our classroom, and one of the ways that it gets implemented in the classroom is I want to connect my workstation rotation board to where the kids go in the room. This pocket chart is set up to indicate to each group of students what workstation, I'll call it a workstation, that they would go to at any given block of time during our workstation block. It shows where they begin, where they would go next, all the way through all 4 rotations. One of the things that I have done is I have color-coded and attached an icon, a picture icon, and 2 different word phrases that I could use to describe what you do at each of the stations. What they see here on the chart matches a sign that I do have above each of the stations where they would go, such as teacher-led, which has a picture of just the teacher, and I want my students to learn some higher vocabulary, but I want to do it in a structured, scaffolded way. So what I would call teacher-led, I let them know that that means that I do it. This is a place where I do a very heavy front load of instruction with students. So they watch me and I teach them how to do, whether it be something in ELA, a language skill, a reading strategy, or a math concept that they need to learn. And you will notice as we go to each of the stations, I have attached clothespins, and I have it's just a simple sheet protector where I put whatever the standard, the objective for the lesson, the I can statements for the students. This is what their targets are, that's what we're working at. If at any time they lose focus, they can easily glance up, or any one of the teachers in the room can point to this is where their focus needs to be at any given time. So the teacher-led is very structured. It requires very heavy focus by the students for 15, I only have it for 15 minutes. And one of the things that Vicki Gibson teaches is that when students are at the teacher-led station, there are absolutely no interruptions. No student is allowed to come to the teacher-led station and ask the teacher for anything, unless of course it's an emergency. Pools of blood come to mind. But they learn very quickly that they are to go to one of their peers who is in charge of a workstation, or that team for the day, to ask for things like drinks in the bathroom and if they need supplies. They don't come to the teacher. I must say that with only 20 days of school, they're doing an excellent job. I very, very rarely get interrupted here, so they're doing a great job. One of the other workstations is called the independent workstation, and so I teach them by using this "you do it alone," that they understand what it means to be independent. I also have the icon match, that is a student that's all by themselves. The work that students get at the independent workstation is work that they absolutely should be able to do by themselves. They have been taught the skill or concept, they've practiced the skill or concept, been retaught if it was needed based on formative assessments, and then they will be assigned work to do here that they should be able to do by themselves. And again, I also have, this would be today's goals and targets that the students had. And because we switch halfway during the day, part of the day is ELA, the other part is math, it became cumbersome to change them at different times of the day. So I put both of them in there now. It saves me a little bit of time. The other workstations are collaborative workstations. And this one, I have this one labeled as Collaborative 1, and the other is Collaborative 2. The icon that you see on Collaborative 1 is students working together with a teacher. So these are generally practice skills that the students may need more direct instruction with or more guidance while they are working on them. So I picture students with the teacher at this one. Collaborative 2 is a little higher level, and that one is not just we do it, but we do it together here, as in there's no teacher. So the picture icon matches, it's just students that should be working together here. And that those 4 workstations comprise the crux of Vicki Gibson. When the kids are working collaboratively, they're assigned partners, so they should be working together. They may even copy off of each other while they're learning. That's okay. The adults in the room are watching this, and we're making formative assessments about any students that may need reteaching at any time before they're asked to do it independently. But I do match colors, I match icons, I match wording, so that when they look from one resource to another, it's easy for them to go where they need to be.